What's going on, boys and girls? JD here for the next episode of, a new Let's Play, Project Ozone 2 Reloaded. And yeah, just getting started. So, new mod pack for me. I've played a little bit and I've actually attempted to record this, I think, 3 times. First, I tried doing it as a live stream. And then I tried doing it as a, standard recording, how I've always done it. And so with the live stream, I was actually losing subs. With the standard recording, my sound was screwed up, and so it just wasn't working out. So let's see here. Hold on, I gotta fix something. Oh, I see what I gotta fix. So here we go. And hopefully we do better this time. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bunch of cobble. And I'm gonna get this cobble via the magic method of holding shift and right clicking the ground, and you get tons of cobble. And I'm doing it very rapidly, if you didn't notice, because I'm using a auto hotkey trick. I'm going to share my auto hotkey tricks with you this time around, by the way. But this auto hotkey trick makes it go super fast because of the way that I send input. So it's pretty baller. So this mod pack is a skyblock-esque mod pack in which it's very based around Britannia, and unlike other skyblocks, we do have the advantage of we can pick up stone directly out of the grass. Now you have the option to play this on a skyblock like this, or on sky islands, or on regular terraformed land. Each one has its advantages, and so in this one, since you have in the skylands, you could get lots of dirt to sieve and get your cobble. In the Garden of Glass, which is what I'm playing, and I'm going to be playing on Kappa mode, by the way, I'll enable it in just a second. In this one, you have the ability to harvest cobble directly out of the grass like this. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not going to give us that big of an advantage because one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get cobble generation started. Okay. All right. So I've got a considerable amount of cobble on me. This will let me get my platform started. So we just take our cobble, we put it in here like so, hit R, come over twice, shift click, grab that, R, over twice, shift click, grab that. Yay. I need one more piece. Just one more. Boop. There we go. One. There we go. And nice and even. All right, perfect. So let's get this thing set into Kappa mode. So FTB_mode set Kappa. Kappa. So there are 3 different versions of this pack. You can either play on normal, Titan, or Kappa, with Kappa being the hardest. If you haven't noticed, I do have 2 screens available on screen, 2 hit displays. We've got the chat that's happening on Twitch as a live stream. And then I've got my to-do list over here so you can kind of see an idea of what we're going to be working on during each episode. So with what we've gained so far, this is going to be the start of our platform. And if you look right here, we have this nice little mana flash. Now the mana flash comes from Britannia, and the advantage of it is that it's basically like a fancy torch that gives us a highlight level right here in this area, and it will allow plants to grow at night. So what we want to do is we want to kind of open up our platform so that we can start growing some trees. We do have a source block of water directly under us. And I can tell you that we are in a cold beach biome, which means that water will freeze here and it will snow here, which will have an impact on certain things. And that's part of why I chose to play in this world again. I basically recreated my old world because I like the fact that it snows here. To me, that seems advantageous. There are some obvious annoyances associated with that, but overall, I think it's for the good. So let's get ourselves a little bit of a platform to work off of here. I'm not going to spend too much time building out the entire platform, but I will tell you that as I build my platforms, I intend to take up one entire chunk each platform just to keep things nice and organized. So the area inside of this cube, which you get this cube by pressing F9 twice, is exactly one chunk. All right. Let me get my chat pulled up where I can see what's being said. All right. And Mr. Dussel wants to know where number 7 is on the list. Number 7 is where I go sleep for the evening. All right, so that gives us some space. Now, let's go ahead and get our first tree planted. So there's our tree. And then we have a quest log. We also have a Lexica Britannia. We're going to open up the quest book first. Now, we don't have to have the quest book on our bars. We can just simply hit tilde or whatever hotkey you have assigned to that, and we'll open the quest log. So the very first quest that we have is Random Act of Kindness, in which we were given a diamond. By completing this, we're going to get a floor which has water inside of it and a chance cube. And then we'll also get 1 random loot chest reward. We're going to go with number 1 for the loot chest and claim that up. And it seems like my sound is off. Let's fix that right quick. There we go. All right, so let's open our random loot chest. What do we get? We got an automatic hammer. We got 3. That's like the most awesome start ever. I can't believe we got that. That's freaking cool. All right, what a start, what a start. Anything can come out of these loot crates. Like literally anything in the game can come out of them. So we got a tree here. We want the tree to grow. If you've played Skyblock before, you know that we make trees grow by twerking it and working it. So let's twerk it. Oh, come on, show me something. And the little sparkles mean we're trying to fertilize it, and there we go. Our tree grew. And as luck would have it, not only did our tree grow, it grew into a large oak. Now, this particular mod pack happens to contain a mod called Vein Miner. Right here, activate Vein Miner. What Vein Miner does is that whatever block you're breaking, if you hold the hotkey, it will also break any other blocks of that same type that are connected. And by connected, this branch is connected to this trunk. So what that also means is that if I break leaves with Vein Miner active, we will get all of our leaves at once. And that's good for me because that's how I want to farm saplings. Because when you do it with Vein Miner, they all drop right over you instead of off the edges. So just on that one single punch of a tree right there, I just got 26 saplings. And if I do it to the logs, same thing's going to happen. Bam. And we get wood. 40 wood. So we're already off to an advantageous start here. Let's keep one of these. Let's turn the rest into this. Let's get ourselves a crafting table. That's going to be important. Let's see what our next quest is real quick. Done. So we need to get 16 logs. We got that. We need to get 5 oak saplings. We got that. And we need to make some barrels. Okay, we can get to that. Let's go ahead and set my bench up right here for now. And let's make some barrels. Barrels are pretty easy. Okay, so we come here and we come here. We're going to need a little bit more wood than that. But we'll set this in here for now. So let's use one of our saplings. Twerk it again. And I'm not going to want to keep smashing this button. I'm going to want to make a hotkey script for this. And I'm going to show you that hotkey script in just a little bit because I've already got it made. So, Vein Miner, more saplings for me, more apples, and then more logs. Very fortunate that we happened to get 2 in a row with the large oaks right there. Although that one wasn't nearly as large as the last. All right, so we need 6 and 6. There we go. 6 of those. So we complete another quest. So this time we're going to get a flux-infused crook, a chance cube. And this flux-infused crook, it's kind of broken. I'm not going to lie. Let's go with number 3 this time. This flux-infused crook happens to be indestructible. Next thing we need to make is a sieve. All right, we can do that. Which means we can use it over and over. And not only is it indestructible, but because it's a flux-infused crook, it's going to allow us to do things at a much more rapid rate than we normally can. So we equip the crook, we hit the V key, it changes and lightning strikes. That means we have turned on the power to it. As soon as this tree will grow for me. Come on, tree. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Another large oak. So now we're going to get even more saplings because we're breaking it using a crook. And we have a chance to get silkworms. So let's break our leaves. So what is the cost of using Vein Miner? Well, the cost is food. The more you use Vein Miner, the more food you consume. So we're going to need a way to, continually recover food here. And I'm going to go ahead and get a way to do that started right quick. I'm going to go ahead and get us a couple of furnaces going. Just some slab furnaces. We'll put one here and we'll put one here. Now we're going to need some charcoal. We'll get that off of this tree right now. And if you noticed, just now, it's raining goodies. I got something right here called a silkworm. These are also going to be important to me. Let's go ahead and get our tree up real quick and I'll show you why. Okay, another large oak. What are the odds? So we take these silkworms and we put them in the leaves and they begin to infect the leaves. And that's important because infected leaves, once they get fully infected, will produce silk for me. Which if you think about it, that's string. And we are definitely going to need some string for things that we're going to make in the game. So while that's going on, we got a blood moon rising. I'll explain blood moons later. So we've got our barrels, we've got that. We're working on the silk. What other quests do we have available to us right now? Ground and pound. It wanted us to get 64 cobble. We did it. Then it wanted us to get a regular furnace. Okay, well, getting a regular furnace isn't too hard. It requires this and this. So we need to make some compressed cobble. We need 8 of them, and that will allow us to make a full-size furnace. Let's get that done. Boom. And that gives us our third furnace right here. And that also gives us another completed quest. So let's come over here. Let's go with number 2 this time. Claim that. Done. All right. So now we're down to mob farms here. And we need to make the sieve. And the sieve is what we're working on right now. Let's see what we got in our loot chest. Boom. A transport void pipe and a transport void fluid pipe. Interesting. It would probably be pretty nice to go ahead and get a treasure chest made. So we got some storage for all the stuff we're getting. In fact, let's go ahead and make 2 of them. And let's set them up. I don't know. Hey, apparently I got some enriched alloys. I didn't know I had that one waiting on me. Magic. All right, so there we go. We got large chest. Now the advantage of setting my large chest up right beside this crafting station is that I can work directly out of that inventory, which is a very big deal and very nice. So while we're waiting on those branches to get infected, let's go ahead and get something else started. Let's get started with some Tinkerer's Construct. I think that's a good idea. So we'll make some patterns here. There we go. And we'll need a chest. Boom. And we'll need a crafting table. Boom. All right. So if we put things in here, there's a stencil table. Here's a pattern chest. Here's a tool station. And we need one more, which is going to come from, we'll just do it right here and grab this one. We need 1 log. And we'll throw that into here with this, and we will get our part builder. All right. So the part builder is kind of similar to the crafting table in that if we put the pattern chest next to it in the right position, so right here, it will share its inventory. So that's nice. So let's take the stencil table, stick it over here to the side, and the tool station can go there. And now we've got everything set up. So the stencil table, we're going to put our blank patterns in. We're going to get ourselves a pickaxe head, a tool binding, a tool rod, shovel, and a axe. And we are ready to start Tinkerer's Construct now. What Tinkerer's Construct is a way to make all of your tools piece by piece rather than with the standard Minecraft patterns. That being said, there's also some things that we get to abuse in here. So normally, because I'm in Kappa mode, a pair of boards only gives me 2 sticks. If you didn't notice, a single log was only giving me 1 plank. My videos NAS didn't record the overall volume, so I had to start over, unfortunately. Anywho, what we can do is we could, instead of getting 2 sticks per 2 planks, we can put them in here and make tool rods and get 2 sticks per singular plank and get a tool rod at the same time. So this is a better way for me to get sticks if I'm going to make sticks. It just takes a little bit. All right, so with that, we're going to make our first tool of importance. So this is from Ex Nihilo, and it's a stone hammer. And what we use this for is on this cobble, we're going to want to make some handy dandy compressed cobble. We're going to stack this up, and we're going to use our hammer on it, and we're going to vein miner and break it. And it's going to become a bunch of compressed gravel. Now, do not use vein miner with cobble that is sitting on top of the base platform. You'll strip your platform away. You will fall to your death. You do not want that to happen. Our tree is just about done. In fact, it's probably done enough. Let's go ahead and collect ourselves some string. Boom. Beautiful. We got several bits of string here. Let's get some wood, and the rest will just rain down upon us with happiness. Thank you, tree. All right, let's plant our sapling, and then let's get back over to the tool bench. Now, it's kind of dark over here. Let's light it up. There we go. All right, now with the gravel, if we take one of these pieces of compressed gravel, we can put it in here. We'll pull out 9 pieces of flint. And with those pieces of flint, we can go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe and an axe head. And then we'll go ahead and get a shovel. Let's do a shovel times 2 this time. And then the last thing that we need is we need one of these bindings, and that'll get us some more sticks as well. And we'll go ahead and make another tool rod. All right, we'll come back for that. So if we come over here and we start putting this stuff in, we put in the pickaxe first, then the tool rod, then the binding, and that gives us our flint pickaxe. Throw in the axe and the shovel, and we get a mattock. And then if we take this stuff out, We can throw in the shovel head and the handle, and we get a flint shovel. So we've got our first set of tools. Fantastic. Let's clear out our inventory a little bit here. So let's put this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get these barrels out. We're going to make use of these barrels. Now these barrels operate in a couple of different ways. One way is we can just set them down and they will catch water. So if it starts to snow here, these barrels will fill up with water, and we're going to want them to do that eventually. In the meantime, we're going to need some glass. So let's get this and smash it. And in fact, let's go ahead and smash all of our gravel right now. Oops, I didn't vein miner it. There we go. And then let's take that sand that we just produced by smashing gravel, and let's smash it again. So the process that I just went through is I smashed cobble, and from cobble I got gravel. Then I smashed gravel, and from gravel I got sand. And then I smashed sand, and from sand I got dust. Now all of these are important in this pack because they all get used by the sieve, and we're going to make our sieve right now. And this is how we're going to get the majority of our materials in this pack. So to make a sieve, we need 4 wooden planks, 2 sticks, and a couple of these silk meshes, and that gives us a sieve. We take our sieve and we set it down right here. We can now, and I'm going to throw in, did I start cooking yet? No. Make me some coal. So while that's going, we're going to go ahead and sieve some of this dust. And I'm just going to kind of give you an example of what we're going to get when we start sieving things. So dust is the main thing we want to sieve because dust is the thing that's going to produce redstone for us. And we need a lot of redstone early game. It's also going to be the thing that's going to produce iron for us, but they all produce metals. And they all produce metals in about the same quantity, to be honest. What you decide to sieve is a matter of targeting the non-metals that you're after. So for example, if I was after diamonds and emeralds and lapis, I would be sieving gravel. But right now, we're going to sieve some dust. All right, we got a couple of those. Let's put one of those back. Take this, toss this into here. And let's cook us up some glass right quick. There we go. All right. Now, understand that not only can we sieve the dust, so we can look at this real quick. Sieving dust, we're going to get all these different powdered ores. We're also going to get blaze powder, glowstone, gunpowder, redstone, skystone, and several other things from using bone meal from sieving dust. We can also sieve compressed dust, and what changes here is that we get the non-metal things. We get the blaze powder, the redstone, and the glowstone with a higher drop chance. But you got to remember, you're burning 9 units every time you try that. So, you know, is it worth it? It's debatable. All right, so we got some glass made. Let's take that glass, and we want to put it in here in the shape of a V, and that's going to give us 3 bottles. And then with those 3 bottles, I think this is the right side, we have a source block of water right here. We can come to this block of water, and we can scoop water into these bottles. And what that does is if you happen to have started in a desert biome, you're not going to get rain very often. So instead, you can use these bottles to fill up these barrels with water. And you can actually use that to get a water source later if you need to. What I'm going to use that for is that along with being able to get water sources, if I take these barrels of water, I can put dust into them and get back clay. And that's very, very helpful. In fact, I'm going to do that again right quick. Whoops. There we go. So that's 6 clay. You got to remember that with 6 clay, we get 4 balls of clay each. Now, my water froze. It's not so good. I don't want my water to be frozen. This is where my torch comes into play. Break it. Have the torch standing by, and we're good to go again. Water is now flowing. And it should stay thawed now that I have that torch sitting beside it. All right. And one more round of dust on this. Bam. All right, that's going to give me 36 clay. So the easiest way to do this is we come right here, drop these down. Bam. And then we punch them all. Boom. 36 clay. No problem. We're probably going to want a little bit more than that. I think at least one more will do us. So we'll put that in there, and we'll just hold on to the rest of this. All right, pop that out, put that in there, bam, there we go. All right, now, what's next? What do I want to do next? So we've got some tools, we've got, you know, our platform started, we've got some bone meal. Well, if we take some bone meal, and we take some clay, and we mix them together, we're going to get this stuff called porcelain clay. Let's see if we can get a little more of that. So run some more dust in here, because dust is where we're getting the bone meal from. There's some redstone. That's the good stuff. Thank you. And I will tell you that in the early game, you're going to do a lot of sieving. A lot of it. It's going to happen quite frequently. So get used to that. And you're going to do a lot of twerking for that matter. Booyah. Perfect. So right there, we got 7 porcelain clay. Okay. If we take those 7 porcelain clay and drop them into a U shape, we're going to get back an unfired crucible. If we take said unfired crucible and fire that bad boy, we now get a crucible. If I take said crucible and place it directly above a torch, I can now come over here and get some cobble, like say 4 of it. And each cobble accounts for 250 micro buckets worth of solid. And we will melt that in here and that will become lava. So we now can produce our own lava. We can produce trees, we can produce lava, that's good. What about dirt? Well, that's where the other place that these buckets right here, or these barrels, come into play. With these barrels, we can take saplings and put in 8 of them, and it will compost into dirt for us. So we want extra saplings for making dirt, because we're going to need to sieve dirt to receive certain achievements and do certain things. So let's look at where we're at. We completed the sieve. Let's take the first loot chest here. I think Vein Miner is very cool. OP outside of skyblock maps. I don't know. I don't know if I think that or not, because it's limited to your tools durability as well as your hunger. As with anything in modded Minecraft, it can become overpowered, but I think it's more of a quality of life and just a fun gimmick kind of tool. I guess it depends on the rule structure of the place that you're playing. Let's go with 3 here. So we finished not only the sieve, but we also finished the learning to tinker achievement by making all of our tinkerers construct pieces. So now we have available to a sieving montage in which we need to sieve 12 dirt, we need to discover a rubber tree sapling, and we need to get some seeds, or we can come down and start working on our actual grout smeltery, or we can go after the auto tool station, which I don't think we're ready for that right now yet. So let's see what we get. We're going to get a group of super soapy water, some soapy water, and some soap. That's interesting. I know what those are for, but we don't have use for them yet. We get these a lot. Ball of moss, cloud in a bottle, and smashing rock. It's whatever. Put all that stuff in the chest. The super soapy water and stuff could be useful to me here in a bit, but for now we're just going to store it away. All right, let me look at my to-do list. Now I've got cobble crafting going. I've got twerking work done. The sieving believe is up. The barrels of funnest stuff and hot stuff is up, and even tinkerers and tanks are up. So we are doing very well so far for episode 1. We have all of our tools. What do I want to do next? First, I want to make this tree grow right quick. Get some more saplings. Get some more wood. That's got to be kind of a constant thing that you're doing, is getting more saplings of wood. Oh, that reminds me. Chance cubes. Be very careful with chance cubes. They can spawn creepers. They can spawn John Cena creepers, which are like insta-kills. And they can spawn lots of other things. They can also give you really nice stuff. So be careful how you use them. I'm not using them right now. All right. So the next thing that I want to personally work on is I would like to work on getting myself to a point where I can... what's the word I'm looking for? Cobble generation. That's what I'm looking for. And so for cobble generation, we've got a couple of different methods to do it. I think the way that I want to do it this time, we're going to do it a little different. Let's see if I have one of these yet. Transfer, what does it take? We're going to need a bit of redstone to make that. And we don't quite have enough yet. All right, so before we get to that, I cooked up a little bit of stone. We're going to take 3 of these stone. We're going to make a pressure plate and then combine the pressure plate with a piece of stone and get a juicer. Juicer plus some apples is going to give us apple juice. So compare these. 2 hunger with 1.25 saturation versus 2.5 hunger with 6 saturation. Apple juice is way better for my little unhealthy body to drink. All right. So that said, I think it is time to get ourselves some more material, to be perfectly honest. So let's take our hammer back. And let's look at my script right quick and how it works. So let's edit this script. All right, so I've got 2 hotkeys in this. Oops. Wrong one. Right here. So we've got threads per hotkey 2, number pad 7, running equals not running, if running, set timer, send key 2, off, else set timer, send key 2, 25. Send key 2 says send input, shift down, right button down, key wait, right button, send input, right button up, shift up, blah, 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 blah. What does this all mean? Well, it means I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to turn that timer off as a toggle. When I want to turn it on, I'm going to set it on with a delay of 25 seconds to rerun the command. And what the command is going to do is it's going to send input to the game to hold down shift and hold down the right mouse button. And it's going to wait for me to release that right mouse button to send this other input in. So by doing that, what happens is I can hit 7 and I will begin to harvest all of these nice fancy little stones, right? Now I can speed this up a lot. Come on. Sometimes it is hard to stop it, I will warn you. There we go. Nope. Thought I had it stopped. It wasn't misbehaving on me earlier. Dirty thing. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change this to a 1 second delay now. And then let's try it. 1 millisecond actually. So try this again. It's still not going as fast as it was earlier. I'll have to tinker with it again. I can make this thing go super fast, but it's not wanting to cooperate right now. Now, the other part of the script is the twerking script, if you didn't notice it. And I'll put these up on Pastebin at some point for you guys. But let's go ahead and break this tree right quick. Okay. And let's just put down... What in the crap? Oh, it's still running the strip. That's why. All right, so we're going to leave at least 1 piece of grass here, but then we're going to turn on the twerking script. So the twerking script just does this. I don't have to push anything. It's just twerking like crazy. And that doesn't seem like too big of a deal when you've only got a few trees, but think about if I had like an entire platform full of trees. This is a very quick way with hands-free to just sit there and spam send shift and get all your trees to grow really rapidly. And this one never wants to grow for some reason. Oh, it's because the thing's above it. Should have noticed that. I'll put it here instead. This Botania piece is above it is why that's not growing. So then we toggle it off. And for some reason, this is being quite the butt about toggling off tonight. It was working fine earlier. Anyway, auto hotkey scripts are weird. So once again, we'll take this and get a bunch of saplings. Bam. Get a bunch of logs. Bam. Awesome. There's our first bucket of lava almost done. That's great. Let's cook up some charcoal. Add this back into having actual wood. Boom. And things are looking up. All right. Now, the other thing that we needed a bunch of... Now, let's say you don't have these auto hotkey scripts. Another thing you can do is you can hold down right click and shift to start harvesting this stuff and hit F11. Let go of shift right click and at the same time as you release F11, and it will kind of cause the screen to freeze. And it'll lock the controls that you're holding in place. So I'm harvesting right now hands-free and just letting this run without the auto hotkey script. So if you don't want to use auto hotkey, you can still pull this off. Now we are up to the 30-minute marker, so I do want to start getting ready to wrap this up. Okay. Let's make ourselves some fancy smancy cobble. There we go. All right, let's take the cobble, turn it into compressed. And we want to take this and just smash it all the way down to dust again. All right, so with dust, where's my glass bottles? Right here. And our dirt's done. Cool. Almost there. We need about 7 more. Oh, it screwed me. It stole one from me. Works out though. There we go. Perfecto. We're gonna need those for other stuff. All right, so with that, the next thing we need, now obviously we want to sieve some stuff, but before I get back into sieving, I'd really like to have 64 gravel and 64 sand as well. So we're gonna dig up a little bit more here because that's our life. That's our life in Minecraft, right? Is digging. I really wish I could get my script here to work because it was very nice when it was working earlier correctly. Let me check something right quick here. Oh, and there's a trick, by the way. If you put a bunch of these stones out in your inventory, it will fill all of those up before it will stop. So if you do use a hotkey, you need an open hand, and there we go. I wonder why it slowed down so much. It wasn't behaving this way earlier. I'm very interested in that. It was behaving, it was occurring much more rapidly earlier. As fast as I could send the clicks. I'm not sure what changed with that. Either way, this will work to get us. We need to basically fill our hotbar with these, and that'll give me 64 cobble, 128 cobble, which I can divide into 64 gravel and 64 sand, respectively. Always a waiting game, guys. Always. Kind of makes like a little pattern, a rhythm as it punches the grass. Kind of funny. Almost there. All right, that's good enough. Let's stop it. It's also not stopping the way it was early either. So something's definitely gotten screwy with my script. I wonder, let me put something back in here right quick. I want to see if it fixes it. I don't think it will, but I'm going to try it anyways. Nope. Anyways, I'll fix this later. I had it working perfect earlier, but anyways, doesn't matter. Let's exit it. We have enough now. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to R over shift click. Bam. R over shift click, bam. And R over shift click, bam. All right. With that done, we want to make some fancy schmancy compressed cobble. Of course you would screw me like that. Of course you would. There we go. All right. Let's just spread this stuff all around. Spread the love, spread the cheer. You know, it's Christmas time is here. Not quite, but almost. Get our handy dandy hammer out. Smash it all in the gravel. And then we want about, I don't know, half of it as sand. Bam. Okay. We need this much sand. And this much gravel. All right, with all that in place, we can now take our handy dandy clay, gravel, and sand, and I said those two backwards, and get grout. I put the wrong thing in there, like a jackwagon. Get grout. And now we can cook ye old grout in the fire. And that will get us started with our Tinker's construct. I can't even speak now. Yeah, I can tell when it's fake, by the way, sheep. I have notifications that notify me, but thanks, buddy. Now we're going to be able to make our actual Tinker's construct forge. So we'll be getting that started really quickly. All right. Now the other thing that I wanted to do was I want to sift down all of this dust because we need to get more iron ore. And so this is yet another, you know, super fun part. How are you, night sheep? Just looking at something right quick. All right, we're almost done sifting through all of our dust. That's good. Sieving, I should say. And we're about out of time, but I want to do a couple more things here right quick. There we go. Whoops. All right, so we've got this right here. Now we've got all these dusts. So we want to put all these together in the box so we know where everything's at that we need. And we did end up with a decent amount of redstone, not nearly enough for what we want to do, but it's not bad for a start. Okay, what we want to do now is we want to make some iron ore. I'm going to need at least 5 of these. So we're going to put these in there like so and let those cook up for me. Perfecto. All right, while that's going on, I still got some sand here. Let's go ahead and crush this and this. More dust for the Dust King. Boom. I'm hoping to get a little bit more redstone. Like if I could get like 15 redstone would be amazing. But any amount will do. And the thing is that once we get cobblestone generation going, this all gets massively easier. And we're really actually very, very close to having cobblestone generation ready to go right now. In fact, I probably could do cobblestone generation within the next 5 minutes. And we're going to go for that. We're going to go for cobblestone generation. Episode 1, full cobble generation for our sky island here. It will, however, unfortunately require me to get a bit more cobble. We're going to roll the dice on just this straight up gravel right here, but I don't think that's going to work. Let me see if I have any more gravel. I don't. All right, let's try this just for fun. What we need are 2 diamonds. So if we can somehow end up with 2 diamonds, we'll be sitting good. We've already got 1. We just need 2 more. But realistically, if you want diamonds, you should be sifting compressed. All right. Let's see. Powder, 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 powder. All of the powders in the world come together right now. Me. All right. So right here, now what we wanted the iron for is if we take a couple of sticks, a couple of pieces of iron, we get an iron hammer, right? Well, that's great, but if we add string to that, we get a different iron hammer, an engineer's hammer. Engineer's hammer with 3 pieces of iron gives us iron plates. Iron plates in a V shape gives us a bucket. We're now able to pick up lava. And not only are we able to pick it up, we can put it back down, right? Obviously. So I can put some lava down right there. And now I can pick my little handy dandy cauldron up. Move it over to here. Not cauldron, crucible, sorry. And it's going to change. It used to, when the torch was under it, it was getting a 1-time melting speed. Now it's getting a 2 times melting speed. So things are going to melt in here twice as fast for better lava production now. That's a big deal. It may not be a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. Okay. Whoops. That was the wrong button. Ah, gotta be freaking kidding me, man. So what we're getting right now is we're getting ready to make some compressed cobble. We're going to take the compressed cobble, turn it into compressed gravel, take the compressed gravel, and start feeding it into the sieve. I know it's boring, but we won't have to do this for much longer. I'm literally showing you that within your first hour of gameplay, you can be to having cobblestone completely automated. And you can there's actually a few ways you can do this. And I'm going to do it a different way than I've done it in my previous playthroughs. Than what the people who are watching on the stream are used to seeing. I'm going to do it slightly differently than that. We're just about to 50 minutes, so I definitely want to start wrapping this up now. So what I'm probably going to do while the camera's off is I'm going to begin expanding this platform. And I probably will have a full platform expansion by the time I get to the next episode. Because it's kind of necessary. We kind of need that. Alright, let's take this over here. Recipe, click, click, check this. Recipe, click, click, check this. Beautiful. Okay. Goal right now is to try to get diamonds, all diamondinos. All right, so we got 16 chances at getting a couple of diamonds here. Let's give her. Whoops! I forgot I gotta smash it first. Smash that stuff. There we go. All right, let's start sifting. Sieving. Sieving is the word I'm looking for. We got our first emerald. Okay, it's not what we're looking for, but that's cool. We'll take that. It's good. Probably getting some lapis and some coal at the same time. There's a diamond. We need one more. Give us one more diamond, game. So there's a couple of ways you can make. There's several ways, in fact, that you can make your first cobble generator. You could go with a world interaction upgrade inside of an item transfer node. It's a very good way. It's very straightforward, very simple setup. You could go with a turtle. That's one of my favorite ways. Or there's a couple of block breakers. There we go. Second diamond. We're good. There's actually quite a few ways, but those are the ones we're going to talk about right now. Now, normally I go with a turtle. And this time I'm not going to go with a turtle. I'm going to change it up. So we're still going to make the same diamond pick that we normally would make for doing a turtle. And doing a turtle is very easy. So from here we would use some stone and some glass and a little redstone, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to go with something different this time. We're going to do a block breaker. Now there are two different block breakers. Okay, there's actually three. But there's this one from Project Red expansion that requires a constant pushing of a redstone signal to it. And it's very cheap, very easy to make. And we could possibly pull that off. We would want to make, this piston would be the hardest part. Or we can go with this block breaker. And all it takes is a couple of iron ingots and a diamond pick and some other stuff. Okay, well, I kind of like the idea of doing that one. We still got some iron ore right here. Perfect. And in fact, I've got some, not iron ore, but iron stuffs. So let's go ahead and set this up right quick. We need a tiny bit more cobble. The good thing is that after this is done, I'll not have need of making cobble anymore. Alright, so we're going to swing around here like so. We're going to pull these guys out. We're going to put these guys down here and here, and then the redstone here, and then our diamond pick right here, and that gives us our block breaker. To go with that, we're going to want a lever like so. All right, now let's go build the setup for it. We're going to set this up. We're just going to set it up right here. Okay, so we'll have a flow right here. Okay. I'm going to try to set this up with as minimal cobble as possible because I need all my cobble right now for just a few more minutes here. Okay, so that's going to do that to there, and then that to there, then this. We'll go up with that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so here's our setup. Now what we want to do, let's grab a bottle right quick. There we go. Pour that into there. Pick it back up with the bucket. Pour it into there. Water's going to flow forward and fall into that hole. It can't escape. That's good. Now we're going to steal a bucket of lava. Lava's going to flow forward into the water, and it's going to stop. Perfect. Now what? Well, now we hook up our block breaker. There it is. Looking all mean and grizzly. All right, now the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a chest. Let's get a chest right quick. Just a simple chest. Right here we go. Boom. And then under the block breaker, we're going to need a piece of a redstone lever. And it's going to start eating. Ah, my water froze. So every time lava flows over, it turns into cobble. This thing's just going to munch it. And it's just going to stick that straight in there. No programming required. No extra setup. It's that simple. That's all you've got to do. Now, if you don't want to listen to those loud noises, we can come in here real quick. Take some wood in a circle. Piece of redstone makes a jukebox. String makes wool. Wool around a jukebox makes a muffler. Muffler can go right there. No more loud noises. So there we go. First day, first episode. We've got cobble generation in our skyblock world, which if you've played much skyblock, you know that pretty much once you can make cobble, life gets much easier. We're going to go ahead and block off our lava so that it can't be sitting here causing us issues down the road, causing a mess and catching things on fire. Always the fun things that are associated with lava creation, lava sitting around. There we go. All right, so cobble generation is done. We got Tinker's construct set up. We've actually got the stuff for a smeltery right here already, where we're sitting really good right now. Am I at an hour? I am 5 minutes off of it, so we're just going to go for the full 1 hour opening episode. And yeah, let's get this done too. Smallest tinker's construct that we can build is a single 1x1 frame. And this is as small as it gets right here. It takes about a little over 40 pieces to do it. Now we're getting plenty of cobble now. We've already almost gotten a stack. So we're going to sneak over here and give ourselves a little space. All of this stuff will be moved later, but it will work for now. We'll live right here. All right, so let's throw down a brick for our smelter. Put a piece of cobble right here. Let's put our drain right here. Bam. Put our fuel, the control block. That cannot face that way, by the way. Got to face the correct direction. And then our last block, boom. What am I missing? Oh, we got to take this block out of here. This block cannot remain in here. And we have a smeltery. It's ready for work. The only problem is we have no lava for it. That's okay. We're going to make more lava very rapidly. It's just a matter of a waiting game now. But there we go. Day one, Tinker's Construct Smeltery is set up. We can grow that very quickly, very rapidly. Tinker's Construct tool benches and whatnot are working. Lava generation is working. We have our sieve. And we've got our cobble generation. Not bad for a 1 hour opening episode. So hopefully you guys liked it. As always, if you liked it, like it. And if you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button. If you want to know when I'm streaming or when I upload my latest video, click the little bell icon. I am streaming nightly. I do stream some Path of Exile, do some Minecraft, do some World of Warcraft, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to come hang out with me anytime. Either way, no matter what you do, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think I did well, what you think I did poorly at, and I'll try to improve the stream and the Let's Play quality. You guys be good to one another, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.